will survive and what won't. Here are a few things we needed. Konnyaku starch, we had a soft brush, and some parchment paper in which to place our paper on it. We take the parchment paper and take it out, and then what we're going to do is apply some of the Konnyaku starch directly to the parchment paper as a way to get the paper to stick and adhere well without having to actually brush both sides. I've laid my paper out, and now we'll go ahead and just saturate the back part of the paper by placing it on the parchment paper. And I was very generous and just wanted to make sure that I got every part of the parchment paper, because I wanted both sides of this old 120-year-old cover to be fully saturated with this Konnyaku starch. I have the recipe in one of my videos, and I will link that in the description. As you can see, I'm pressing it down to make full contact of the back of the paper to the parchment paper. And now what I'll do is I'll fully saturate the front of the cover. This is an August of 1906 page. It's amazingly brittle. This may be crazy, but I just wanted to see what would happen. I'll bet you I could sew into this paper, but I'm curious as to what will happen with the Momigami technique. So what I'll do here is fully saturate. You can see how it's turning a little different color. Now we'll set it aside to fully dry. I am going to try a Momigami technique without anything on it. And basically Momigami, if you're not sure what it is the Japanese art of paper kneading. It also makes it more fabric-like when you knead the paper. I have a feeling this is not going to work. So let's go ahead and give this an experiment. This is untreated, nothing on it. I'm just going to do the Momigami technique and see what happens, and see, will this paper survive? We have a lot of crumbs already. Let's take a look here. Yeah, it's doing just what I kind of expected it to do. Yeah. Just like I expected. The paper's just too old, brittle, and just can't withstand the pressure and the compression of all the Momigami with no treatment. I could have tried it with the hand lotion or the oils, but I thought, why, you know, I don't think it's going to survive. And well, no, didn't survive. Okay, will this survive? To be honest, I don't know. I treated it with Konnyaku starch on the front and on the back. This one was May 1906. This is August 1906. I'm going to do the exact same thing and see what happens. I don't know. Nope. It didn't matter. Big fail. Big fail. Still same thing. You just can't get the texture that you're seeking out of ancient old paper. Magazines, those were a big fail. Didn't work. You can see them here. Nope, didn't work. So I have a very old map, and I'm just going to give it a shot and see. Well, actually, you know what? I could use this for something else. I'm just going to use a small portion of it. It's been treated with Konnyaku starch. Typically, they fall apart, but it's not as old as a 1906 magazine, but it does seem to be at least holding up a little bit. Yeah. I say it's a win. It does make the paper stronger. It's not as crinkly. Okay, I say this is a win. I have untreated paper, music sheet paper. Again, very old. I'm going to try the untreated with the against the treated. So let's give this a shot and see what happens. Okay, this is breaking up a little bit. The edges are totally getting ripped. It's not feeling like it's going to be good, but we'll give it a shot. I turn all the edges into the center. It's ripping. I'm seeing some paper fibers starting to fall. Let's see what happens here. We'll open it up. Not very usable, I don't think. It's maybe, yeah, it ripped in the center here, so. But it has taken on a more fabric-like feel, but I really wouldn't trust it for anything that I wanted. Yeah, it ripped right away, so. Okay, well, I would say it's a fail. Now let's try the. This is a little different because it's got more of a solid back. So let's see. This is treated again, front and back with Konnyaku starch. What I love about the Momigami technique is the strength that it brings into my papers, but it also is the texture. I just think the texture of the Momigami is gorgeous. Nope, I'm finding, and I had all kinds of old papers that I wanted to see what I could do with in my projects, because I actually make things like notebooks, and I use it on different, like I use it with my air dry clay. I can't do two things at once, I'm sorry. It's hard for me to think and knead, but well, not thinking it's gonna work real well. No, lots of holes in the center. I thought possibly this would be the saving grace, but I would say it's a fail, because if I do this, it's gonna rip. It is not real good, so big fail. Okay, so this is the treated Konnyaku starch, April 1906. We're gonna see, I started here and my blade wasn't very sharp, so I want to start with a good blade to see what I can get going here. Now it seems to be rolling well, and being able to cut this piece out to use in another project. Oh yeah. A lot of the times the paper just disintegrates beneath the blade. This at least is giving it some substance and making it a little more substantial, and it's coming out just great. It's smooth and easy to cut, and I don't feel like, if you saw with the shorter blade, not the shorter blade, the not sharp blade. Okay, let's see here. Needed a new blade, but if you notice here how rough that is, but it came out really nice and smooth. Really nice and smooth. Let's see here. I'm going to try cutting out this one right here and see what happens, and see if it is a problem. So we're going to go ahead and cut out here. This is untreated. I don't know, seems like it's doing pretty darn good, even untreated, so maybe it was all done for naught. Yeah, it's, oh well, here we go again. It's kind of falling apart, so I'm thinking the Konnyaku starch might be very good for these older papers. I mean, this is old paper, 1906, so yeah, we're talking some old paper here. And paper deteriorates with age. So I'm just taking this out here. Yeah, it just falls apart in your hand. Yep, I can feel it. So I don't know if we solved anything or not, but I had to try it to see. It does feel like it's going to fall apart in my hand, whereas this does feel a little more substantial. It does have a little bit of a gloss to it, but I don't know. I think if I was to put some glue on it, it might fall apart. It just doesn't feel real supported, and this does. But again, I think you need to try it. It's based on the project you're going to do. I don't have any projects for these right now. My goal was to find some more things to do with Momigami. Obviously, the 1906, 1902 papers are a no-go either way, with Konnyaku or not. Nope, can't do it. Okay, so now we know those are not going to work. The old papers of the 1906. A lot of people ask me, so, well, what do you use your Momigami papers for? Well, a lot of people use them for collage, or they use them for their junk journals. And this right here is a notebook that I made. And the cover is Momigami. I just made this in 2004. Made myself a little calendar and made a cover. I also made a little, it's kind of like a matchbox notebook that you could just slip right in your purse. Easy to carry, easy to make. I use a little scoring tool to make it so I can rip these out when I need them, so I don't totally ruin it. But that is a Momigami notebook. I also made a vase. This is, I took a glass bottle and I just covered it in air dry clay just to give it more substantial feel. And then I covered it in colored Momigami tissue paper. And it came out really pretty. Each of these I have videos on my channel if you're interested in making something like this, which are very fun. But I've also made art. I made these out of Momigami. I did a Suminagashi, which is the Japanese art of paper marbling, and took that and Momigami'd the actual paper that I had printed from the ink that was floating. And then I did, this is mulberry paper, Japanese mulberry paper, and that's the original color. I did Konnyaku starch on top of it and did a Momigami technique on that, and both hang on my walls. So there's a lot of things. I have other projects that I'm working on right now to where I'm making patches for clothing. I'm going to make necklaces out of some of my paper. So keep watching and subscribe if you want to catch up. Thanks so much.